So if you're into embedded systems, you've definitely heard of the Arduino Portenta H7. I mean, it's an absolute powerhouse. But let's be real, all that power can be a little intimidating to get started with. Today, we're going to crack it wide open with an amazing community-built resource that makes everything so much easier. Okay, let's get into it. Right? You've got this incredible board in your hands. It's packed with features, it's got 2 cores, it has enough processing muscle for pretty much any project you can dream up. And then you hit that wall. Where do you even start? Where do you find code examples that you know are going to work? It's a super common problem, and honestly, it can stop a great idea before it even gets going. The creators of the Toolbox we're looking at today put it just perfectly. The Portenta H7 is a serious piece of kit, a real investment. And when you make an investment like that, you want to see a return on it, you know? This isn't just a toy, it's professional-level hardware, and it absolutely deserves pro-level resources to go with it. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about that power challenge. Then we'll introduce the awesome community toolbox that solves it. We'll take a deep dive into the repository itself, I'll walk you through the super simple installation, and then we'll wrap up by talking about why this whole project is such a big deal. All right, first up, the Portenta Power Challenge. This is all about closing that gap between having this amazing potential in your hands and actually turning it into a finished project. And this is the heart of the problem, isn't it? You can literally lose hours, even days, just digging through old forum posts, trying to get code to compile, trying to figure out how to manage tasks between that beefy Cortex-M7 core and the efficient M4. It's a real headache. And that frustration is a huge barrier for anyone who wants to build something truly ambitious. But what if there was just one place you could go? A single, curated, reliable spot for all of this? Well, spoiler alert, there is. Let's meet the solution. And this really sums up the whole mission. This isn't just some random dump of code files, it's an actively maintained repository. Think of it like a living library that's built specifically to give you working, tested examples for the Portenta family. Its only goal is to make your life easier. So what's actually inside this digital toolbox when you open it up? Let's take a look under the hood. You know, one of the things I love about this repository is how transparent it is. Right up front, they tell you the hardware these examples are built for and what it might cost. You've got your must-have, the Portenta H7 itself, and then all the common shields you might use, like for Ethernet or LoRa. It gives you a really clear picture of the ecosystem right from the start. And a quick glance at the languages here tells you everything you need to know. This is a serious library for serious projects. It is overwhelmingly C++, which is exactly what you want when you're trying to squeeze every last drop of performance out of the Arduino Pro environment. Okay, and this is the real goldmine. That /examples folder is just packed. I was digging through it, and instead of you having to figure out the complex intercore communication, there are clean examples using RPC, remote procedure call, that just show you how to get the M7 and M4 cores talking. It's amazing. Want to build an IoT device? There's a whole sketch that gets the LoRaVision shield up and running, sending data to the thing's network. There are even MQTT examples using tiny MQT, so you can get your industrial sensor data on the cloud in like minutes instead of days. It's really the ultimate cheat sheet. All right, this all sounds pretty great, right? So how do you get it? Well, the good news is it is ridiculously easy. Yep, that's it. I'm not kidding. The whole thing is built right into the Arduino IDE's library manager. You just search for Portenta, you find the library, you click install, and boom, it's done. All of those incredible examples are now sitting right there in your IDE, ready to go. So let's just zoom out for a second. Why is a community project like this so important? Because it's a massive accelerator. It's a game changer. Instead of burning your time just trying to get the basics to work, you can start with a solid working foundation. It lets you focus on the creative part, the stuff that makes your project special. It just lowers that barrier to entry and makes this powerful hardware accessible to so many more people. And look, you're not just downloading some static file from 5 years ago. These numbers tell a story. With dozens of releases and a growing number of forks and stars, it's clear this is a living, breathing project. There's an active community behind it, making it better all the time. And for me, this might be the coolest part of all. This repository is so solid and so well organized that it's being used as the foundation for actual school curriculums. Think about that. It's helping teach the next generation of engineers, giving students a practical, reliable launchpad for learning advanced embedded systems. That's huge. So there you have it. The Portenta Pro Community Solutions Repository takes this expensive but powerful board and makes it approachable, productive, and honestly, a lot more fun to work with. It gives you the proven code you need to just start building. So the only question left is the one on your screen. Now that you have the toolbox, what are you going to build?